Altuve, Pena, Jordan, Bregman, Tucker, Abreu, Brantley hitting 7th, Chaz hitting 8th, Yainer Diaz hitting 9th. You have a dude with 20 bombs and 842 OPS hitting 9th.
Yainer, Mike is crazy.
Welcome back to Beyond the Diamond podcast. I'm Josh.
I'm Garrett.
Dez is still traveling. Brian is on the IL, so
yes, it's us.
You got the B team today.
You got B team today. Sorry, not sorry. I'm not sorry at all.
Hey, you know what? B team still predicted correctly this weekend.
Absolutely, absolutely. We're still on that shit. We're on that shit.
Yeah.
Got to tell you, I'm a little sleepy this weekend. Full of sports.
Oh my God!
That's how you know it's the perfect time to run down to your local big city wings.
Correct.
And enjoy weekends like this, because there is college football, baseball, NFL, all kinds of shit to watch on TV. So perfect for a big city wings trip with your fam. Go on down to Big City Wings. Thank you for powering this episode of Beyond the Diamond.
Yeah, I mean, go to Big City Wings every day, but specifically Sundays, you could spend
holy shit, you
8
spend
hours
all day there. As soon as the doors open and close, you
go
can
in
be
there at
there
11,
watching football.
get yourself some chicken and waffles, and
holy shit,
watch
it's like
football,
the perfect day.
watch the Astros,
yeah,
watch more football games.
But football aside, we have baseball to talk about.
We do have baseball.
Because there's still, you know what? Don't get it fucking twisted, dude. Football's here. Baseball's still here strong.
Oh,
and it's going very strong.
Baseball's
right
going
now.
very strong right now.
Yes, we are in full swing ahead of things, and the important things, I'd say. Like, this is it. This
Astros now sit with a 2.5 game lead on the West.
Woo! So my equalizer meme is still fucking good. You know?
It's
I'm
still
like,
working.
I really don't want the Mariners to pass this up, obviously, but really don't want them to pass up because I don't want that meme to become fucking dumb and irrelevant, dude. I want it to be fucking irrelevant for the rest of the season.
Astros took the gun and they hold the gat right now.
Now they have the gat. They can't give it up. They can't give up their gat, dude.
Everybody's scared.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then they took 2 of 3 out of the Padres.
Good.
We predicted that on this homestand we would hope they would go 5-1.
Yes.
And that the game they would lose would probably be the Snell game.
Yes.
Because he is the NL Cy Young favorite.
Yes. Got shellacked.
Yeah.
Was a shellacking.
Was not expecting a shellacking.
Yeah. I mean, it was kind of started off like, all right, hey. Then it very quickly turned into one of those games like, ooh. After that 3-run home run that they had, it was like, oh, okay, all right,
well,
one of those.
I think we need to talk about Hunter Brown.
Let's talk about Hunter Brown.
Let's talk about Hunter Brown a little bit.
You know, side note, love Hunter Brown.
Yeah,
love him like a son, dude. Love him like a son. But it's time to start considering the fact that he won't be starting any playoff games come October.
I don't know if I agree with that.
Really, you don't agree with that?
Not that I don't agree that maybe he shouldn't, but I think they're going to have him start game 4.
Ooh, not JP France? Or do you think Javier would be the guy to...
I think Javier will be in the pen.
Interesting.
I don't know. There's so many different fucking... Once you get past game 1 and 2, there's so many different like combinations of pitchers that you could throw in there.
Yeah.
You could have Urquidy start a game. I mean, he's won World Series games. You could have him start and then pull him out in the third for Hunter Brown.
Or have him piggyback just like how they have.
Yeah. There's so many options they should be piggybacking. I mean, games 3 and 4, because if you're in a 7-game series, your game 1 starter is going to start game 5, and your game 2 starter is going to start game 6.
Yeah.
So you really only have to worry about games 3 and 4, and you could do Javier starts game 3, and then Hunter Brown comes in to piggyback.
Could do that,
and then you could do.
I do JP France game 4, and then have Urquidy piggyback him, and then back to game 1 where we either have Framber or Verlander.
Exactly. So there's different combinations, but I do think Hunter Brown, in my opinion, would excel starting the game.
Interesting. Yeah, I think I can agree with that, even though, he does have experience coming out of the bullpen.
He does.
They did it last year in the playoffs.
I don't think he'd be bad at either one.
Mm-mm.
My thought is, if you look at his, Brian would hate this, but if you look at his expected stats and his BABIP.
Hey man, like his expected stats are fucking good, dude. Let's be real. He's unlucky.
He's one of the most unlucky pitchers. I mean, you know it from the eye test. Like watching the game, you're like, man, that ball just barely trickled through the infield. Yeah. Oh man, that ball hit off the heel of of Bregman's glove and went into the outfield, and then he gives up a 3-run bomb, and you're like,
oh,
okay,
it's like, well, there you go. There's
he
3
gave up
runs
3
because
runs.
of one good swing.
But he keeps having that kind of things happen, and where it's his fault. I mean, it is his fault. Fucking just strike everybody out, dude. I'm just kidding. But where he falters is when those things happen, when those little, like, he gives up a little infield single and then like a bloop single, and then he gets frustrated. He walks the next guy, and then he gives up a big double that clears the bases. Like, his issues are when those things happen, he's still learning, he's still maturing on not
right. I mean,
like blowing up.
What, bro's 24?
Yeah.
It's like if I was out there fucking pitching. Like,
Well,
I would have a fucking meltdown. Dude. I'd have a meltdown.
Yeah, you imagine pitching in a big league game with 40,000 people screaming, and you give up the most frustrating bloop single.
Yeah.
And then you're just like, fucking motherfucker.
And you like, it's at the top of the lineup of the Padres lineup too. So it's like Tatis, Kim, Machado, like Soto, and it's just like blooper single. Oh fuck. Walk Soto because he walks so much.
Yeah, I barely missed like
Machado. It's just like a little dribbler. Oh, then fucking Xander Bogaerts hits a double off the wall. Like, now it's 2-0, whatever.
So I
would fucking have a meltdown.
His stuff is still there. I mean, he's still like the first inning. I think it was the first inning his last start against the Padres. He looked fucking good. He was pumping 97 like up and in for strikes. He struck out like 2 in the first.
I mean,
inning.
A guy with stuff that he has, like, he's gonna have. He needs success. Like, he's gonna have success because of the shit that he the filth that he.
I would be concerned if he wasn't getting any strikeouts, wasn't getting any whiffs, like was giving up just constant hard contact.
Yeah.
But all season he's had these innings where he blows up because he gives up a little dribbler.
Yeah.
And then just snowballs.
And then it just goes off the rails. That's honestly, it's kind of how it's been for just everyone on the Stros this year.
Sure, yeah.
Like, just unlucky.
Well,
maybe it's just the baseball gods saying, like, you had a fucking great year last year. Some obstacles, some hurdles, some fucking misfortune,
Well, let me tell you, that's why I think I would rather have, if I had to choose, I would rather have JP France and Urquidy come out of the bullpen.
I mean, you can argue that Urquidy and France, in comparison to Hunter Brown and Javier right now, are the two strong. They're the stronger duo.
Well, yeah, and my main thing is, even though JP France is a rookie, them two together have, I think, more poise,
right,
in the big moment. Like, JP France is a rookie, but he's 28.
Right,
he's had the opposite of a Hunter Brown year.
That's a man. That's
where JP France doesn't have. You could argue he doesn't have as good a stuff as Hunter Brown. He doesn't he can't just blow away hitters. Like, when JP France gives up those little infield singles, he so far this year has bared down.
Yeah.
Other than like 1 or 2 games, he has that, like, you saw it in the Padres game just recently. He had the bases loaded, big situation. Changeup, perfectly placed changeup. Right. Struck out. Somebody was hitting lefty. I don't remember who it was.
Right.
Struck him out. He was pumped. It was like,
yeah, I remember.
It was
that.
huge.
I remember that yesterday.
He has that dog in him.
Yeah, he's got that dog. It could be the mustache, could be the glasses, the funny looking glasses. I don't know.
I don't know. See it, like, when
could be the "We the People" tattoo.
I would just rather have him. I'd rather have the more poised, experienced pitcher pitching in, the 6th or 7th.
Right.
Of the piggyback start,
where things are getting shaky, right?
Rather than, like, if Hunter Brown has a rough game, I'd rather have him have a rough game in the first 3 innings than innings 4, 5, 6, and then you only have a couple innings to come back.
Compared to our pitching situation last year, obviously it's not as good. Last year was phenomenal, but the fact that we now have to, like, have more options, or like figure it out more, I feel like there's something more freeing.
Yeah,
in that, and just being like, oh well, no, it's locked into these 4 or 5 guys starting.
Well,
this time it's like, all right, 2 guys starting. The rest of the games, we just need to fucking figure it out.
Yeah,
and that might actually help you to your benefit.
No, I think it will, because it makes you less reliant on one pitcher.
Exactly.
Like, if one pitcher has a bad game, like, the series isn't over. Like, if Javier is like giving up 4 runs in the third, like you can just yank them. Like,
Exactly.
You have a backup plan.
It's like, all right, well, the plan is we put in Urquidy right now.
Yeah.
And then he plays, he pitches 3 or 4 innings and gets,
Or if Javier is dealing, hasn't given up a run through 5 and is only at like 75 pitches, you can throw him back out there for the 6th and you're still good. Like now you have more bullets later.
Yeah, exactly. So
yeah,
going to be a lot of interesting things coming up.
Well, before, we're getting a little ahead of ourselves. It's not the playoffs yet. So
sure,
let's knock on wood with me. We're just debating future.
We're you know what? I'm looking ahead as if I'm a positive person. I'm a positive man. I'm looking ahead as if we are going to have a playoff spot, because if the playoffs ended today, or if the season ended today and the playoffs began, we're in it. We have first,
call confidence.
Yeah, I'm having confidence. I'm not saying for sure we're gonna make it, so don't fucking clip it, dude. Don't fucking clip it.
Well, don't yell at him.
No, sorry, but after the shellacking on Friday, Saturday, it started off really bad. It started off like, shit, wow. Like, we really are not good at home. Like, we're going to have issues. Yeah. And then run support for Javier. The common theme for this season has been run support for Javier with his 9-2 or 9-3 record or something like that. Closer game than Sunday, but it was still impressive. It was an impressive win. I'm glad they snuck that one in, because that would have been tough to drop the first 2 in that series.
Yeah, that was definitely, I would argue, one of the more pivotal games of the season.
I think so too.
Because if you lose that, and then because I think that game was, at one point we were losing 4-1.
Yeah, it was 4-1,
and the Mariners were winning 4-1. Like at the same time, both games were going on. We were losing 4-1. The Mariners are winning 4-1, and they were playing the Rays, I believe, right?
Yeah,
the Rays came back, won their game.
Thank you,
Rays. We came back and won our game.
3 out of 4, dude.
That was a whole game swing right there.
Yep.
And now we're sitting at 2.5. We could be sitting at half a game.
Absolutely. Which would be scary. 2.5 is like, it's still kind of scary, because that's a series of that's a 3-game series of it changing.
Like we've said, we need to get at least like 4 games up.
Oh, absolutely. And we have the perfect opportunity coming up with the series against the A's and the series against the Chiefs. Knock on wood, because that
against the who?
Not the Chiefs. Football brain, dude.
Football's on the brain.
The Royals. And then Sunday showed me that it's like, all right, we're still in the driver's seat. We control our own destiny, because when you have crazy innings like the 6th inning yesterday.
Oh yeah.
Which we've been doing quite a lot.
Yeah.
Like, I love that we're maximizing on offense. This is an offense that there's no reason why we shouldn't be putting up 8-9 runs every night.
Well, yeah, we've been talking a lot about the pitching this episode. Let me run through that lineup from Sunday, because it's just so sexy.
It's fucking beautiful.
Altuve, Pena, Jordan, Bregman, Tucker, Abreu, Brantley hitting 7th, Chaz hitting 8th, Yainer Diaz hitting 9th. You have a dude with 20 bombs and 842 OPS hitting 9th.
Yainer in 9th is crazy. That's a crazy lineup.
It's crazy. That's the World Series winning lineup.
Yes, that is.
That's a way better lineup we had last year.
Oh, absolutely.
We won the World Series.
That might be, with a full season of that lineup, would probably be better than 2019 offense. Wow. Yes.
I think you're probably right,
dude. I mean, the order that it's in. I mean, I like obviously 2019 offense. Fucking in my heart forever. God bless. That's the fucking best offense we've ever seen grace in a baseball field. Maybe up until the Braves this year, but maybe up until the Braves this year. But this lineup, full healthy season, probably better than 2019 offense, in my opinion.
I think you're probably right. You never know what happens over 162, and all of these hitters are back next year, so we could find out. We could
except for Brantley.
Oh shit! Yeah, Brantley's not back. Maybe. I think they sign him back. Honestly,
fuck it. Maybe
I think he takes Brantley lower, like 1 year, $6 million or something.
He looks good. What is he hitting right now? I mean,
he has a 972 OPS.
Yeah, I mean, well, like we said,
he's hitting 346. He just came.
Yeah,
came back.
We've been talking about, like, when Brantley comes back, he's gonna roll out of bed and just start hitting again, because for him, mechanically, he's almost flawless. Like, he's just I mean, he doesn't need like all his power back. He's not a
No.
power hitter. He just mechanically, he's always
It's
just
all
there.
it's all
So,
hand-eye coordination with
yeah,
him. Yeah.
yeah, he's perfect at it.
Yeah,
so
26 at bats, 346 average.
that I mean, see, what are we doing?
Roll
here?
out of bed after a year and a half of not playing and just
And
hit
then just being like,
346. Two
oh,
bombs.
fucking, y'all need help getting him first, dude. All right, Uncle Mike's here to help you,
Uncle,
dude.
Uncle Mike's here. I got you.
Uncle Mike is like helping things be tied around, tied together.
Yeah.
Going into September.
So next up we have
Oakland A's.
Oakland. We got 3 with Oakland, which we need to sweep this.
Which yeah,
We should.
There does not need to be one of those like 2-1 games where fucking it's 1-1 going in the 8th and they hit like a sack fly and they were 2-1 and they win. Can't have that shit.
And we have Framber and JV going the first 2 games.
Exactly.
There's we should not lose these games.
No, I don't know the pitching.
Baseball.
Baseball's baseball, baby. But I don't know the pitching probables for the Oakland A's. Who even knows at this point, honestly? Who cares?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, but who cares if, if they have like some guy with a 6 ERA pitching tonight or whatever. But we cannot let them. Don't take them for granted.
Some dude with a 3 ERA, he's not bad. Miller, and then they have
I know
JP Series.
I know that we're heavily favored tonight. The spread, we're heavily.
Is it? I'm sure it's like
because I mean,
one of the biggest
pitching
spreads
tonight,
of the season.
Yeah. So 3-game series.
3-game series
with them, and then we hit the road this weekend. I think this weekend, or is it Thursday? Or
yes, yeah. We're off every Thursday the rest of the season.
That's right. So Friday. Okay. So
going to KC. Yeah. So we'll talk more about that on next Beyond the Diamond. This is just a short episode.
Yes.
Wanted to recap that Padres series.
Yeah, it was impressive. Like we said, lost the Snell start. He's good. The other ones fucking mashed.
Yeah.
Like we
did what we're supposed to do.
Yeah, exactly.
I'll take 2 out of 3 against that lineup and that roster, even though they've been kind of shitty this year. It's still a sneaky good lineup, and saw what happened.
Their run differential is still good.
Yeah,
like a lot of their losses have come from like 1 or 2 run games. So like they're still a great lineup. Their pitching's just been the suspect one. We faced one of their best pitchers, which is probably the best pitcher all year long. So I mean, you just drop those. But
yeah, you chalk that up to the game. 2 out of 3.
Yep.
You hope to sweep. I mean, like we said before, 4-2 homestand wouldn't be horrible. So if they take 2 out of 3,
got to sweep.
Yeah,
to sweep. Also, thank you Tampa for fucking helping us out with Seattle. They won. Won Thursday. That they won like 1-0.
Yeah, and
I was like, that's fucking bullshit. If they just dick slap the Rays, we don't need that at all.
No.
But after that, they dropped 3 straight. So
yeah, thank you to Rays. I don't know. Seattle's playing.
They're playing Los Angeles Angels, and then they play the Dodgers this weekend. So. A tough weekend series for the Mariners coming up.
Angels could take a game, maybe. Hopefully. But we can't count on that. We got to sweep.
Yeah.
And the Dodgers, hopefully they take.
Actually, how about this? Going forward, I know we were the last episode we're talking about scoreboard watching. No more scoreboard watching.
Oh, you're off of it.
Oh, I'm off of it right now. You know what? We're in control of our own destiny. Keep mashing.
I mean, that's what you got to do. You just got to win the games in front of you.
Keep mashing. Keep riding the wave.
Yep. Well, thank you for watching and listening to Beyond the Diamond podcast. That was our quick Padres series recap. We will be back with you on Thursday morning with our main episode where we're going to do Dog of the Week and everything else.
Yep.
But thank you for watching. I'm Josh.
I'm Garrett. And thank you to Big City Wings for sponsoring this episode. Go to Big City Wings. A lot of sports to watch. A lot of sports.
All right. We will see you next time.
Watch
Peace.
Astros. Watch baseball.